Hello everyone, welcome to the Alterhuman Corner. I'm Little Wolf. Before I start, thank you guys so much for 300 followers. That came from the heart right there. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Today, I'm talking about problems Alterhumans have. I want you guys to know you're not alone, and I hope this podcast episode is super relatable. Now, let's get it. Dun dun dun. Number 1, shifting at the wrong time. Been there, done that. That's what I got to say. Shifts can happen at any time, any day, and sometimes they get annoying. They really do. I shift at school, and I don't want to shift at school. I don't want to wolf out, but it happens. Number 2, gear is a big problem. You don't need gear to be a Thean. Why do we think that? I don't know. So many Theans have gear, and if you say you don't, you are lying. I know you are. Some people cannot get gear. They don't have access. It can be expensive, and maybe your parents don't let you get gear. You could also be scared of judgment. This is a judgy world, and I'm just going to say it like that. I can really relate to this because even though I'm 18, I'm not allowed to get a tail. I tried, and my mom just said, "You're 18, start acting like an adult." So I can relate to that. Number 3, getting judged. There are so many Theans that get judged. All the time I see people saying, "That is a furry," or "Is that a furry?" That's mainly on TikTok. But this is just a judgy world. You go out, you wear your gear, people give you weird looks, they stare at you down, and some people, if you're lucky, they applaud you or they think it's cool and amazing, which I'm one of those people. I think you're cool and amazing if you go out and wear gear. Show that Thean pride. Number 4, Theans and furries get mistaken for one another all the time. I see this mainly on TikTok. Why is TikTok coming up so much in this podcast episode? I don't know. People go, "That's a furry," when in reality, it's a Thean doing quads. I've even gotten to talk to some furries, and some furries just simply don't like Theans for the fact that they get called Theans. Furries get called Theans? What? It's just a misinformation. Number 5, coming out as an Alterhuman. Let's just face it, it's hard, and you don't know how someone is going to react. You can try and think of ideas of how they're going to react. Yes, no, hello, but you don't know until you tell them. It's just hard. Number 6, Thean hunters. Yes, it's a thing. Yes, it's a term. A Thean hunter is basically people just bully one another simply because one is a Thean. If you're a Thean and someone only bullies you because you are that Thean, they're a Thean hunter. Why do we call them that? I'm really not sure. It's basically someone bullying a Thean. Number 7, trying to find Thean friends. Please be safe online. I care a lot about my fans. Please be safe online, guys. Don't give out your address. You might see those TikToks that are like, "Try and find Theans near you. Don't put your address there." Or like one of those Google Map things, like, don't put your address. Do a rough location, your state, just do something like your state. You can even tell people your country. Don't give out your address. And it's just hard. It's really hard. But if you do find one, you're a lucky duckling, and I want to be just like you because I'm jealous of that. Number 8, having people accept you as a Thean. Well, simply, my parents don't accept me as a Thean, so if you're in this case, you're not alone. I know my parents don't accept me. They think it's a joke. And some people are just like that. So when you're like me, you just have to, yes, I can sing a little bit. Number 9, finding the right information. Well, hopefully you're getting the right information from this podcast. I'm going to be honest, there is too much quads content and not enough information. This is exactly why those newer Theans that come into the community, they are lost. They don't understand stuff. So we gotta help them out by sharing this podcast. That's how misinformation spreads like wildfire. And also why I created this podcast. I think it's amazing. Is it amazing, guys? Tell me in the comments. 10. Getting hurt from quadrobics. Been there, done that. Majority of Theans do quads, and if you don't stretch and wear proper gear, you can easily get hurt. I've hurt myself, but it's kind of embarrassing if you walk into the doctor's office and they're like, how did you get hurt? I was doing quads. What's that? That's even more of a problem. I will say that's all for today's episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'm trying to work on this podcast more and make it better. Tell me your thoughts and ask questions in the comments, because next episode is going to be a Q&A. So put Q&A questions in the comments down below, and next episode is a Q&A. That's it. Bye, guys, or bye, my burritos.